DZ
Yes,
from
sir.
Seattle. It's cracking, bruh.
What's cracking, big dog? How you feeling?
Shit, chilling, man. You know what I mean? Late night, early morning, wiggling. You feel me?
Right? The
Hell yeah.
graveyard shift.
Yeah, bruh. Enjoying it. Them early hours, man. While everybody else is sleeping, we out here getting it.
The Bay Area Compass.
Yep.
I
Bay
feel
Area
like
Compass.
I feel like I heard that name. It's been around for a minute or what?
Hell yeah. Years, bruh.
Really?
Back
That's what I
when,
thought.
yeah, bruh. Back then, where when actually when Thizzler and I just started kicking the little cans down the street, bro. That's when it started out there, bro. During those times,
Right.
but um, but man, excited
So
to
where
see.
you
I saw
where you from, big bro? Where you from, big dog?
from the 650, bro.
What
Out
is
here,
that?
right next to San Francisco, San Mateo, South San Francisco. It's like right that off that strip of 101. You familiar with that area? Like right when you land at SFO. Yeah, who was it? Belushi. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 650 used to be part of 415. It used to be all 415 all the way from the East Palo Alto. Um, and then it changed when they went to San Jose to 408. That's the only time it changed. But then they started getting smart with it and they started breaking it up.
Right. So you're from San Mateo, you said?
Yeah,
All right.
so
The San Mateo Bridge. There's a San Mateo Bridge, right?
yeah. That's
Is
actually
it
where
like a
our
big? Is it like a big, long, narrow one?
nah, that's the Bay Bridge.
No, that's not the one I'm talking about. I've been on the Bay Bridge
Oh,
and the
you've been
Jordan.
talking about the Dumbarton Bridge. There's like a
What's
little
the Mateo Bridge feel
San
like?
Mateo Bridge is like
It's
people actually
long and
make
it went like
videos.
it's long and it
Yeah,
went like around.
yeah.
I
It
did a
it, it
hundred mile. I did 100 miles an hour on that bitch in a rental car with Corrupt
that was
to go
you.
do a to go do a feature for somebody. To go do a feature for somebody, and when we got there, Ghazi was the engineer.
Yeah,
And I met Ghazi, and Corrupt met Ghazi, and we have been locked in with Ghazi ever since. But right in the beginning phases, when Ghazi was just doing his engineering shit,
yeah,
and
man. That's
Ghazi
that.
actually got me my first distribution deal back before all the Tune Cores and Distro Kids and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah. What
He
was
had
it
had
called?
a job with Fontana Universal in Grooves,
In
and
Grooves. Yep, that's what it was
and
called.
he had got me a deal on In Grooves for me and Corrupt's album, which was
Damn,
Corrupt presents DZ Sleepless City Living. It was my second album. I think Ghazi even mastered it too.
damn. And so
Yeah.
you seen the game change, huh?
Yeah, I started out the trunk with CDs. I used to go all around Seattle
Yeah.
and sell singles, $2, two cuts. It was a CD with the artwork, and it was one side it was my single spying, and on the other side it was my single bounce. And I used to go to all the nightclubs that were cracking, especially this one that used to be cracking on Wednesday nights called the J&M Cafe. And I would
Oh,
just be
what?
up in there, $2, two cuts. Everybody would be buying that shit off my
Two buck
first
tut?
$2, two cuts,
Damn.
because it had two songs on it.
Two songs. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
$2, two cuts. That was my slogan.
Yeah, yeah.
I went around selling CDs for so long, and then printed up my first album, Game Invested and Evolved, which those two singles were on, and
Yeah.
took that album to Arizona, where I was going to college at the University of Arizona, and
Wow.
emptied out my backpack full of books and
Yeah.
filled it up with CDs, and was
Yeah.
walking around the Arizona campus, the University of Arizona campus, with 45,000 kids selling
Wow.
CDs for 10 and $20, getting
That's
famous out
crazy.
there. And then I met
And people,
Corrupt
yeah.
at an Arizona basketball game.
What?
And
How did it? You just walked up the dude and just be like, "Corrupt, come here for a second."
well, I had already had that. I had already had that first album on campus, like I was talking about, and I had a
Yeah.
good buddy from California, from South Central LA, named Hassan Adams, and he was like
Okay.
the star basketball player at the time at the University of Arizona. I had my
All right.
bitch from Seattle with me, and we had Hassan had given me tickets to the game, and
Okay.
me and her were sitting down there. You know what I'm saying? Right when my boy called me, my boy Hassan did like a backwards 360 dunk. Everybody
Hmm.
was like, "Ooh!" My boy Mario from Mississippi calls me. He's like, "Hey,
Yeah.
I just walked through exit 26 with Corrupt from the Dog Pound. You better come up here and
What?
holler at him and bring your CD. You got one of your CDs on you?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Yep." Shot up there to exit 26, walked up to Corrupt. He was just there with like, I think he was there with one other person or something. I was like, "Corrupt, what's up?" He was like, he acted like he knew me or something. He was like, "What's up?" You know what I'm saying? He was just hella
Yeah.
friendly, hella cool. I was like,
Yeah.
it was crazy because the night before, I was at a studio in Arizona at my buddy's house, who was putting together a group called Vicious Soldiers on the Prowl, VSOP, and he had an
Damn.
artist named K Rock from the Bay, and
Yeah.
he knew I knew all kinds of different cats and stuff. And the night before I went to the game and saw Corrupt, he was like, "Man, if only you knew Corrupt from the Dog Pound, I would pay him 10 grand to do a song
Damn.
with K Rock, right?" And I
What?
was like, and then the very next day, I see Corrupt in Arizona at the game. The first thing I think about is the 10 grand. So I
Yeah,
go
for
up to
real.
Corrupt. I let him know, "Yo, what's up? I'm DZ from Seattle. This is one of my albums I just put out. It got Badass on there, Spice One, Marvelous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some recognizable names." I tell him
Yeah.
all that and tell him, "Hey, I know a guy in Arizona that wants to pay you 10 grand for a verse." He was like, "Take my number down." I was like,
Yeah.
"All right, cool." Took his number down. I was like, "I'll hit you up, hit you up." Went back to my seat. The game was about to get over. I tell my bitch, "Let's get out of here before, it's chaos. Let's beat the crowd, you know?"
Yeah.
We get
Yeah.
to walking up, walking out. Right as I'm walking out, I see Corrupt on the left, like a couple rows up. He's like,
Yeah.
"DZ, come here." I was like, went up, hollered at him. He was like, "Where you going after this?"
Yeah.
He was like, "Where you going?" I was like, "In Arizona, they be having all kinds of like frat parties and shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm about to like go to a frat party tonight or something, maybe the
Yeah.
strip club. I don't know. Why? What's up?"
Yeah.
He was like, "I want to go." I was like, to the frat party?" He was like,
Yeah.
"Fuck." He was like, "Fuck yeah." I was like, "All right, call me in 30 minutes when you get up and out of here, and I'll let you know where to meet me, or I'll come pick you up, or whatever." Right?
Yeah.
Corrupt pulls up. We go through the we go to the go inside the frat party. There's like literally 2,500 people there. You know what I'm saying? It's like a big
Damn.
fraternity house. They're having a
Yeah.
massive party on a
Damn. Ready.
that what that fruit spody. We call it a spody in Seattle, where it got all the fruit in the bottom of
Yeah.
the like a big ass thing, and they got
Container.
hella
Yeah.
they got Everclear, and you could just eat the fruit and get drunk. They had all that jungle juice, spody,
Wow.
all that. So fucking, I get up in there with Corrupt,
Yeah.
and now shit's really booming because I'm with Corrupt, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
People are like, "Damn, DZ's with Corrupt. He's getting serious with this rap shit," right?
Yeah.
Corrupt like snatches the mic, performs like "Can We Freak It," sea walks like across the bar, tells
What the
everybody
hell?
out of the 2,500 kids, "DZ's my little brother from Seattle." You know what I'm
Man.
saying? If you got a problem with DZ, you got a problem with Corrupt and the Dog
Mhm.
Pound or something.
Wow.
Just
Yeah.
pumping me
Yeah.
up, right? I was like, it wasn't even really soaking in right there in the moment. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for sure, for sure.
It was like it was like almost surreal, unreal type deal, you know?
Yeah,
So
and no one,
anyway, I
you
always
didn't.
been around stars, so it wasn't really I
Yeah,
wasn't starstruck. He was just like regular to me. I didn't, you know, but I was like a kid too. I'm talking this is when I'm this is when I'm like 20 years old type deal. Like I'm not even
yeah.
21 yet.
Wow.
Maybe even not 19 or something, you know? I
Yeah.
meet him my sophomore year of college, and I was out there for 4.5 years
You was
in
probably like
Tucson,
20.
Arizona. Yeah, like whatever age a sophomore in college is, you know,
Yeah.
19 or 20. But either way, boom.
You know,
Next day we link up. We go get the 10,000 at my boy's studio, and Corrupt breaks me off like 2,000, and he says, "Hey, you working on a new project?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, I'm about to present it. I'm about to do the intro. I'm about to do the outro. I'm about to
yeah.
rap on like 2 or 3 songs, couple verses, a hook. And he had
Hmm.
his wife with him at the time named Gail. And he called her
Yeah.
Gail Gotti. And she rapped too. And she was tight.
Oh
And he
yeah, I
said,
remember.
Gail, and he was like, Gail's about to put a verse on here too. She was with us right there. We left up out of there. Like I said, Corrupt gave me 2 G's, took me and my bitch to Red Lobster, and that was that day, right?
Yeah.
The next day we wake up, and I had asked Corrupt, "Yo, what are you even doing here in Arizona?" And he was like,
Yeah.
"I'm shooting a movie." And he was like, "And you're gonna be in it
What?
now." And I was like,
Damn.
"What? I'm gonna be in it?" He was like,
Doing some
"Yeah."
power moves.
He was like, "Man, come pick me up early, 9 a.m. We're going to
Yeah.
old Tucson, and you're gonna be in the movie."
Damn.
I was like, "Cool, let's do it." We went
What
and
movie
did
was
it.
that?
It's called Cut Off. It got
Okay.
a couple big actors in it too, you know, like
Yeah.
Corrupt's in some big movies, you know.
Yeah.
It's called Cut Off. I'm just an extra in there. They kicked he just slid me in at the like I just showed up with him. Corrupt just said to everybody like, "Yo, this is my little brother DZ from Seattle. He just touched down. He's gonna be in this last scene with me, right?" They were just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
"All right." They were just like, "All right." He kicks
Damn.
the door. They kicked the door open of like an ambulance or something. There's like a crowd of people, right? Like
Yeah.
like it's supposed to be like Corrupts people, and somebody had like got kidnapped or something. We all just whip out guns. They put me right. Corrupt makes sure I'm right in the front though. There's like
Yeah.
me and like 10 people behind me. You know,
Wow. Wow.
he puts me right in the front. We whip the guns out. You know what I'm saying? Just that was like just a little my first ever movie I ever been in, bro. You know,
I'm gonna go look for that. I'm gonna go look for it, man.
I
Repost
got
you
it
on
on DVD.
IG.
I got it on DVD and everything. It's real. It's out.
Shit. Oh, I believe you. I'm just saying that, like things like that, people don't be like reposting, you know what I'm saying, or find it until you bring it up. I'm gonna have to go edit it and put you describing it and all of a sudden cut it up and have you like popping out.
Yeah, do that if you could do that. That'd be
Hell
dope.
yeah. That would be dope, bro.
So yeah, that's how I met Corrupt, and that's everything that got jumped off with that. And yeah, bro,
That's
he
crazy.
he left up and out of there, and called me the next weekend, and was like, "Yo,
Wow.
what you doing this weekend?" And I was like, "Why? What's up?" He was like, "I just thought I might come back and kick it with you. It was kind of
There,
fun."
there you
And he
go.
was like, he was like, "Anybody else want to get a verse?"
For real.
I was like, "I don't know, but if you come, I could probably make something happen, but it might not be for 10 G's. It might
I
be
know.
for 2,500 or something." He was like,
Hey.
"Cool." He was like, "Cool. I'll break you off at 500 and do another verse." I was like,
Fuck.
"Man, I'm gonna see what I could do." I made it
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
Right? Corrupt's like he came, not even expecting it. I made it happen for 25 or 3,500. He broke me off again. He was like,
Damn.
man, he was like, man, we could do this all the time. He
You
bought an
feel me?
Xbox. He was like, I was like, what you want to do this time? He was like, I don't want to go out. He was like, I just want to post up. He was
Yeah.
like, I just wanted to get away from Cali and come back and post up. He was like, let's go to Toys R Us or whatever and buy an Xbox.
Yeah.
and he just bought an Xbox and posted up at my apartment the whole weekend, and we drank and
Wow.
smoked and chopped it up, and it was just legendary.
Hell yeah. That's
Flew
dope,
back,
bro.
dropped him off, flew back. The next weekend he calls me like, "Hey, what you doing? You want to come to LA and like hook up with? I'm about to go to record some songs over at like Be Real Studio or something, you know?"
Okay, yeah.
And he was like, "You want to go? You want to go with me to?" And Fred Reck's gonna be there, and Battle Cat, and some shit like that. And I was like, "Yeah, I'll do it." And then so I met him in Cali, and fucking we went to Be Real Studio, and I met Be Real, and I met Fred Reck, and I met Battle Cat.
Wow. You should have got on some Battle Cat beats, bro.
And then shit just kept elevating with Corrupt, you know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
magnitude of events. Next thing I know, I'm in a room smoking with Snoop Dogg. And next thing I know, I'm there while Corrupt and DJ Quick are making the Blackout album. And DJ Quick's one of my
Really?
all time favorites. And I'm there when they're shooting the Bees to the Honey video.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And just when we get to the Bay, one of the people was Ghazi. You know, there was somebody that hit me to do a verse. I don't even know who it was. It could have been his boy Furious. I'm not sure, but somebody hit me to do a verse. We showed up. We don't remember who they were, but we remember Ghazi, the engineer, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
became a vital piece in mixing and mastering for me and getting me my first distribution deal and helping Corrupt and Daz get a distribution deal with Empire and whatever they got going, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm saying he wouldn't even know them guys if it wasn't for me. On top of that, when we touched down, we went to a famous studio in Berkeley called Live Oak Studios
Okay.
that a lady named Priscilla owns, some old white lady, and her husband passed away, and she took it over. I guess it's been there for a million years. That's where Messy Marv was recording. You know, disobey-ish, bandanas, tattoos, and tongue rings. He had an
Yeah.
engineer named James. We went there. We met up with. We went. Well, matter of fact, we were staying at a hotel, and Mess hit like a Holiday Inn, just some little cheap shit somewhere in the Bay.
Yeah.
And Corrupt had his own room. I had my own room with Corrupt's brother from the Rolling 60s, Baby Humpty. And Mess calls me and he says, "I'm pulling up. Where y'all at? You ready to go to the studio?" I hadn't even told Corrupt about the shit, right? So he's like, I tell Mess where we're at. Ness calls me like 20 minutes later. He's there. He's like, "I'm downstairs." He was like,
Yeah.
"Y'all about to come down?" And he's like, he's with a guy named Jet. And I tell Ness, "Hang tight. I'm about to call you right back." I rush over to Corrupt's room, across the hallway. I tell him, "Yo, I lined something up." And he was like, "What? What's up? What are we doing today?" And I was like, "We're going to the studio with a guy named Messy Mars." He was like, "Who the
What?
fuck is that? And where's he from?" And I was
Yeah.
like, "He's from Sacramento, and I think he's a blood." He was like, "I'm about to call E40 and get the rundown. Hold on."
He
E
said Sacramento.
Corrupt calls E40. Corrupt calls E40, and
Yeah.
and And E40 like says, yeah, he's dangerous. Like, don't even meet up with him. Like, you like,
Yeah.
if you're going, like, you better have like somebody, I don't know, I wouldn't trust it type deal,
Yeah.
Corrupts like hangs up. He's like, damn, who are you trying to have us go meet, DZ? I'm
Yeah.
like, it's good. Don't worry. At the time, Mess is one of my favorite rappers, but you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I was just leveraging this to my
Yeah.
advantage. Corrupt,
Yeah.
Messy Marv was so eager to hook up with Corrupt from the Dog Pound, a big Crip
Mm-hmm.
from Los Angeles, you know what I'm saying? That he was like just on it. So Mess
Yeah.
is like, what floor you on? I'm coming up.
Damn.
Mess comes up. He's in the hallway. We go to Corrupt's door. Like, we're talking through the door. Like, it's hella crazy, like weird. He's like, Mess comes in, right? Corrupt sitting on the bed, smoking a cigarette. Mess is like, Young Gotti, I'm just trying to do a song with you. I'm not on anything weird. Here I
Yeah.
brought here I brought you guys a burner. Throws us a burner on the couch, on the bed, right?
What?
Corrupt's brother Hump from the Rolling 60s tucks it up. He's like, all
Yeah.
right, we're sliding. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Corrupt's like looking at me like, bro, why did you put me on the spot like this with this
Yeah.
guy? You know what I'm saying? I was like,
Yeah.
bro, it's good. Don't trip. I'm gonna make it up to you, right? Just do this.
Yeah.
Do this for me, Corrupt.
Yeah.
We go to Live Oak. We follow Mess there. We get up in there. It's a big, nice studio.
Yeah.
We link up with James, the engineer. He's hella dope. He shouts me out on one. Gary Archer and Mr. Fab.
Yeah.
Telling Corrupt he knows Roscoe, Corrupt's little brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
Corrupt's like, cool. At the time, I'm drinking 40 ounces of Mickey's. I'm loaded, bro.
Yeah.
I'm in college. I'm in party mode all the time.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I'm a whole different person now. Just I was literally in the booth while Messy Marv was doing his verse, going like this to him.
Popping the
I was
collar.
like, it's all on video too, but I gotta like convert the tape to DVD.
Oh man.
But like, I'm like popping his collar. Mess is going like showing off all his tattoos, telling which one each one is. He's just like, it's crazy, right? Boom. Next night we go to another hotel.
Yeah.
We have a hotel party. Mess comes through.
What?
Be Legit comes through. Uh, I forget one other person came through, but I meet Be Legit, and I'm smoking
Damn.
big, and Be Legit smoking big. Be Legit is my partner till this very day from these moments in 2003 type deal.
Wow. Was that the first time did you ever smoke a Bila with him?
I smoked a Bila that night with him.
That's dope, bro.
Mess, and his homeboy Jet. They pulled me up in their hotel room that night. Mess is like, man, you're crazy, bro. I was like, why? What's up? He was like,
Yeah.
the way you're just moving around out here, like, you know what I'm saying? Just
In the bay, like
in
just
the bay,
wiggling.
just wiggling like this. You got Young Gotti with you. Like,
Yeah.
you got to tone it down, DZ. And we ain't going to let nothing happen to you. You know what I'm saying? Now that you're up under our supervision, but you got to settle
Yeah.
down. You guys are going to dangerous places, and you guys don't got no backup. He was like, here,
Yeah.
take another pistol. I was like, nah, I'm cool, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Where the hell
Like,
is he getting all these pistols from, bro? Like
he
what?
had,
He just has them?
I swear to God, he had a Louis Vuitton backpack, right? A Louis
Yeah.
Vuitton backpack where you flip it open like this, and he
Yeah.
had like 4 or 5 burners in there, extended clips, Mickey Mouse ears, everything.
What
Right, the
the
whole
fuck?
time we were there, he was worried that we were going to skip out with the burner or misplace it or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
He kept calling me every day. DZ, where you guys at? Don't leave up and out of here without getting me that thing back. You know I need to get
yeah.
that thing back. Just tell me where you're at and I'll pull up and I'll get the thing before you leave, DZ. And he would
For
call me
real.
early every morning, like 8 a.m. type deal, bright and early, like leaving voice messages about it and all that, you know?
Yeah,
We got it back to him, you know. And then he
yeah.
made a rap about it. When Corrupt came to the Bay, I gave him a burner or some shit, you know. He
Did
said
he?
that in his rap.
Damn.
Yeah, he's funny, but he
Yes.
did though, and he was hospitable, you know.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And
Yeah, I rocked with Mess for years.
every time I came back to the Bay, I fuck with Mess. He always looked out for me. We broke bread. He was solid
Yeah,
as could be. I don't know what happened with him and anybody else, but that was my boy, and he had nothing but love for me. And I made him a few dollars, and he never
yeah,
charged me for a verse. He did everything for free. He like
yeah.
I got introduced to Messy Marv as Corrupt's little brother. So he treated me
Damn.
different than
Yeah,
if I had just met him on the hey, could I buy a
yeah.
verse type deal, you know?
Right, right. Yeah,
He
yeah,
handled
yeah.
me different. He handled me like this is Corrupt's little brother, you know?
Wow.
But we did have a group album later. After that though, he was on all my albums. And then finally I told him, you know, when he was like his hottest, I told him we gotta
Yeah.
do a group album, right?
What
I
group
think it was
albums
like,
y'all do?
huh?
What group albums y'all do?
It's called Rubber Ducks and Gucci Duffels.
I didn't see that one on the list.
It's on there.
Is it?
Yep.
I gotta find it, bruh.
Yeah, Rubber
Rubber
Ducks and
ducks and
Gucci
Gucci
Duffels.
duffels.
Yep. The photo doctor, Shimp, he did the artwork.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, does Shim do all your shit
All
still?
of it. All of it. To this very day.
Man.
Every single cover. He's the greatest, bro.
Oh yeah, that's my boy, bruh.
All right, you know him.
Yeah,
Of
I know
course
him.
you
Yeah,
do.
personally.
He
Yeah,
does all those he's done the Mac Dre's, the E40s, the
yeah.
burners, all that.
All that,
He's the
all that.
dopest. I'm so lucky and appreciative to have him as a piece to my puzzle, you know?
Yeah, yeah. He's talented, bro. He used to make music too. He used to record songs and everything.
Yeah, he fucks with me tough, and I fuck with him tough too. He's a real good dude.
Yeah, he is, bro. Real
Yeah,
good
he's a
dude.
good
Real
dude,
talented
man.
too. Hell yeah. So how? So speak on that Messy Marvin. You said you were about to talk about making that group album with him.
Yeah, we just made the group album, bro. We just shot it back and forth, you know, wherever he
Yeah,
was at.
yeah.
Just the verses, shot them back and forth.
That's crazy, bro.
Got it mixed, and sent him every song on the album, right?
Yeah,
And he started leaking them, putting it on the shooting range and the cake and ice
yeah,
creams and the.
yeah, yeah,
He started leaking half of my songs, but I started getting more traction from being on the
yeah,
Messy Marv albums, and I was still putting out the songs regardless. So it really
yeah.
didn't matter to me at the end of the day. Some people were like, "Are you mad that Mess stole your songs and put them out?" No, I'm glad he put them out.
That's helping you.
It did help me. A hella.
Yeah,
Everybody's always like, "Bro, I know you from being on all the Messy Marv albums." I was on
yeah,
like
yeah.
5 or 6 of them. We
That's
did
dope.
like a 15 like a 12 or 13 or 14 song album. Mess stole like
Yeah.
5 or 6 of them and put them out on like all his little shooting ranges and shit.
You think you learned that shit from JT? Because JT used to do that all the time. Make like hella albums with different songs, all same songs.
I don't know. I never was really into JT the Bigger Figure. I used to like San Quinn though.
Oh yeah, I know. I see. You had a group album with him.
Yep, I got a group album with San Quinn. He's been my bro for a long time. He's always, you know, been real hospitable when I come out that way.
Yeah.
And
What? What are
speaking
your?
of JT the big, speaking of
Uh,
speaking of JT the Bigger Figure, I just did a song with him last week.
what?
Yeah, just I don't know. I seen him post something about he's hit 31 cities or something and made a movie in 31 of them, right?
Yeah.
And I just put like, you ain't made one in Seattle. Tap in with me and let's get you out to Seattle and let's make a movie, me and you. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
then we just got to DMing back and forth, and he was like, "This is how much it costs to do a movie
Yeah.
with me," and I was like, "That's too much, bro." But
Yeah, for real.
I got a couple hundred for a verse. If you
Yeah.
want to do that, we ain't never had one. So I shot him a few bucks, and he got on a dope ass song of mine that's gonna be on one of my new albums called "The Man, the Myth, the Legend." The song's called "Money Making Mitch," and he gassed it
Okay.
too.
Oh
Yeah, he
yeah.
gassed it. He did everything he said he was gonna do. He sent it right back. The separated vocals, just he did good business. Like I said, I don't know what happened with him and anybody else, but he did good business with me.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
But
He's actually pretty good businessman. I mean, he hasn't burnt people I know, but some people think differently of it. But whatever the case is, hey,
yeah,
what
I don't
what
know,
what
man. Just
what are your thoughts on Messi Marv now, though, man? Like, sad to see what's going on.
I mean, I've been around Mess a handful of times, a fair share of times,
Yeah.
and Mess was doing coke in front of me.
Yeah.
So I knew he was, using
He was on
drugs.
it.
I
Yeah,
didn't know to what extent.
for sure.
I literally was there. I don't know. This might not be 1,000% accurate right here, but I'm pretty sure I hooked up Juice and Messy Marv, right?
Yeah.
And I used to spend the night on Juice's couch. He had an apartment in Daly City
Yeah.
with a guy named Nippy Swagger. And I used to go and I used to crash on their couch. And one time, I want to say I had Mess come over there,
Yeah.
and they started recording a mixtape called "Tell Me When to Go," "Tell Me When to Go" or something. Stop, tell me
Yeah.
when to go, or I don't know. Him and Juice, right?
Yeah.
And in the Juice's bedroom where they were recording that, I came in and Mess was snorting lines off the table. And then he had like a pair of batting gloves on, and he
Yeah.
was throw into the mic, and he had a gun in his hand when he was standing there. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, this guy's crazy, man. Like, so I just always knew he was just like a nut like that.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
bro, I don't know. Just it seems like he's deteriorating,
Yeah. Sad,
and it's
man.
sad because he was. You know what I'm saying? I really liked him as an artist, and he was a cool guy too. I don't know what happened, with anything he got going on in life, but I know sometimes it's easier. Mess goes to jail a lot too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's like easier for Mess to live behind jail because he's like he doesn't have as many responsibilities and temptations. You know how some people are like, it's so hard to make it on like the outside world more than it is
It
in
is.
jail because you're getting like free food, free shelter, free organized
Yeah.
everything.
Everything's scheduled. Everything's
Yeah,
scheduled.
everything. So I'm saying maybe he's one of those guys that every time he gets out here in the real world, he just can't handle it. He fucks up.
Yeah. It's true. But he said the Cooper, we don't know what his juice. We keep him in an apartment in Seattle. I don't know who Jonathan Moore Norman is.
I don't know. I ain't even been looking. Have comments been going past there the whole time or no?
Nah, just this one. Nah, just this one cat. But I don't know who that is. But I mean, it's all good. DZ and Smurf Luciano, the
I met
real.
Smurf Luke, and I believe it was somebody in Portland. Me and Juice had a show in Portland.
Yeah.
Didn't even go to sleep that night. I was like outside in the car smoking and drinking all night. I had two bitches. I fucked two bitches that night in Portland. This exact same night, they were two friends, two badass light skinned bitches.
Yeah.
Swoop, and I guess years later, Swoop got killed or
Man.
something. But it was one of his little partners from Hunter's Point. It was like a hitter or something, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just remember that night, and we met somebody named Fatal Smurf Luciano or something that night. I remember he's like a dark skin with glasses.
Yeah.
But whoever that is, I don't think that's him. Jonathan Norman isn't him.
Nah, nah. He's just
But
saying
yeah,
we the Northwest and shit.
that was just another story about, you know what I'm saying, something crazy going on. Juice had a show, and we was out.
That's crazy. I think that didn't Juice. That's where he did some time. He sat down for a little bit, right?
Yeah, there was a time where Juice came to Seattle after years after I had been fucking with
Yeah.
him, and he started fucking with other people in Seattle that I knew. But I had been mad at Juice that time I went over to his house where I said Mess and them was there.
Yeah.
Me and Juice was doing something. I plugged my hard drive up to Juice's computer, and I don't know, somehow, some way, my Mac Dre verse and Ryder J. Clyde hook ended up on his Juicy Juice Doughboy album. So
That's the cra-
he stole my Mac Dre verse and stole my Ryder J. Clyde hook. So all them times Juice was in Seattle, I wasn't even fucking with him. He was fucking with a bunch of people I knew. I had already been fucking with Juice for years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So but he did
This
get caught up in Seattle.
yeah. I interviewed him after
He
he
was
came
out
out.
here fucking with all those people like I mentioned. He bumped a little bitch. The bitch had a baby's dad that was like crazy gang member. They ran into each other at a gas station, and I guess they got in a shootout, and something happened where the guy told on
That's
Juice.
crazy.
And I think Juice did 5, 6, 7 years because of it. Honestly, he was supposed to do more, but
Yeah, yeah.
I think he got it. Yeah, he did he did at least 5 years.
Yeah, nah, we interviewed or I interviewed him right when he came out and he talked about it how he beat it.
Yeah, he beat
At
it.
a, yeah, he did. Yeah,
But it
man.
took 5 years to beat or something, right?
Yeah, he still sat down for quite some time.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Shout out to Juice, man.
Shout out to Juice, man. Shout out to Drew Down. He just called me today, man. He's locked up until July.
I heard, man. And speaking about that, look, bro, I'm like, I was wondering who did that album cover because I'm like, man, that shit look clean as hell.
Art Photo Doc Shimp.
Yeah, photo doc, man. That's
That's my
crazy,
brand new.
bro.
That's why I brought up Drew Down because we said something about. I mean, just and we got the new album. You know,
Yeah, man. How did that come out, anyways, bro? Like, what did you? Who did you come out here, or was it just
he
like
came to
sending it?
Seattle.
Damn.
Yep, he came to Seattle and we did it all in 2 nights, 5 songs each night.
Tell me you got some footage of that, bro, because
I
that shit's
didn't.
dope.
I didn't.
Oh, man, come
I
on.
didn't get no footage. He came and we just knocked it out, bro. Like I said, 2 nights. He came back another like a month later and we did a
Yeah,
video. The first video off the album, Game Explicit.
yeah. Game
And
explicit.
it's
Yep.
on YouTube now on my YouTube channel DZ206. And I called the album Game Explicit because his first album is called Explicit Game. So I
Yep.
just reversed it, you know what I'm saying, and called it Game Explicit. Plus, a lot of my albums are called Game This and Game That because
Yeah.
my record label is Game Official Music.
Yeah.
Yeah, my first album is Game Invested and Involved. You know what I'm
And
saying? And
involved. Yeah.
me and Juice's album is Game Officials, and you know what I'm
Yep.
saying, like just all that. But that artwork right there, you know, that's a famous host stroll in Seattle called
Okay.
Aurora. I, I don't
Aurora.
know. A lot of people know about Aurora. People come worldwide to set their hoes down on Aurora. You know?
Really?
Yeah, like I don't know. Drew Down told me there's a famous one out there, International E14 or something, right?
Yeah, in Oakland. Yep.
Right. This is like way longer than that. This is like for hundreds of blocks.
Really?
Not hundreds,
Did you?
but what
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
like hold on though. Literally like 80, man, at least 80 to 145th.
man,
That's almost 80 blocks.
Well, where's the bad ones at though?
Man, in the strip club, but there'd be some bad ones out there though.
I bet. I bet. Did you take Drew down there though?
Man, Drew Down been through there putting hoes down. Drew Down been coming
Shit.
to Seattle for 100 years, man.
That's crazy, bro.
I've been knowing Drew Down since 2002. He was
Oh, that's crazy. I'm glad though. Yeah. Oh, really? See, wow. Seahawk and the Raider, huh?
he did a video at the gas station that I'm sitting at right now. Me, Yuck, and Sibo.
Wow,
Yeah, like two
that's
months
dope.
ago.
I, and with Drew, he's part of the regime, so he's man. That's just hearing something new with Drew is dope, bro. Like that was so refreshing to hear when I was knocking the album since it dropped. Just even to hear his ad libs, bro. Like what I'm saying, his flow is something special.
He's definitely a character.
Yeah,
Yeah, he like gets
yeah,
into character. Like when I rap, I'm just me. You know what I'm saying? Like he
yeah,
gets
yeah,
into like a whole character, like in his ad libs, like you said.
yeah. It's
His
it's
ad
dope,
libs are
man.
so. Yeah, he did. And Al Pacino. Al
Yep,
Pacino called me. He said he listened to the album. He was like, Drew gave some great verses,
bro.
and
He was spitting on that shit.
yeah, he did. He spit his heart out.
Fuck.
We
I was
fought
like,
about half of the songs because he wanted to put 12 bars instead of 16. I was like,
why?
you got to.
Why though? Why did they do that?
I don't know, bro. He's lazy. He didn't. I don't know if he's lazy. He's just trying to like give me the bare minimum. It felt like, you know. I was like,
Yeah,
if
but
you
it
do
just
12, I was like, if you do 12 bars, bro, you got to do the hook.
right.
He was like, all your albums, DZ, you always go first. I got to go first
Yeah,
on some of the songs.
I do notice that though. That's funny he said that.
I told him, man, it's all good, Drew. I ain't gonna fight you over it, man. Just do the hooks
Yeah,
and do your
yeah,
little 12 bars on half the album, like you're saying, and do your 16s. But yeah, he rapped his heart out, man. It's a great album.
it is. It's actually a really good album, bro. Like, I
It's some
got that one in
classic Drew Down.
rotation. Yeah, hell yeah. I got this one in rotation, and same with Work Dirty and Turf Talk. They just dropped some too. And that shit, both of the albums are hard.
All right, yeah, Turf Talk. Shout out Turf Talk. That's my guy, man. I ain't seen him in a minute. It felt like maybe he took a break for a
Yeah,
minute or something.
yeah. He did take a break, but he's back though. I just did a knocked out an interview with both of them for the new album and shit.
Me and Turf Talk, we did a video in San Francisco on Broadway Street where all the strip clubs are at
What?
with Filthy Rich's cameraman.
Okay.
And it was tight. You got to check it out. And originally, the, the song was kind of old, right?
Yeah,
Originally,
yeah,
for like, a significant amount of money. I can't remember how much it was, right?
yeah.
But I was still in college. I was just grinding, just like I didn't have that kind of money,
For sure.
So I never got the verse delivered. And Turf Talk ended up doing a verse instead of Be Legit
Wow.
for what I'm saying, for that one. And Be
Yeah,
Legit I never got the verse. He did it. I mean, I felt bad, like almost like he did it for nothing basically. He didn't get paid
yeah,
for it and he wasn't gonna let it go for free.
yeah,
But as years progressed, me and Bila's connection got much stronger. And I
yeah,
think that number came down significantly, you know, from what it was. And I even told Bila, I'll get that verse that you did a while back. And he was like, I don't even know where it's at,
yeah. Of course.
he was like he didn't remember it or nothing. And I got a great connection with him. He's a great guy. And last time I was out there, it felt like, or a time or two before that, I went to his compound out in the middle
Yeah.
of nowhere. I drove through, and
He
I went
said
to
the
his
middle of nowhere.
and I went to his like it's not in Oakland or San Francisco.
Nah.
It's like it's somewhere
Yeah.
else, you know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I went there and we shot a video and
That's
smoked
dope.
big, and he got like a whole little warehouse type deal. It's dope.
That's tight. Yeah, you got to hit me next time you come out here, bruh.
I will. It's all good.
Yeah, for sure,
I
man.
got a couple partners from college that I went to the University of Arizona with that
Oh,
are
really?
that live in Oakland and that live in
Yeah.
San Francisco. So every time I go out there, you know, I'm always fucking with them, taking them with me when I go do all my little rap shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I even brought a couple of them with me in a video that I did with Drew Down in downtown Oakland in front of that theater, whatever the theater is. You know,
Yeah.
I can't remember
This
what's the
cat,
name of.
this cat right here said that he's the one that flew mess down from Reno when he got beat
I
up.
flew Mess home from Reno when he got beat up.
Yeah.
I had
And
him and
filthy.
Filthy booked for, yeah, I don't know, but something hella detrimental happened to Mess in Seattle. Do you remember where he got the mic snatched out of his hand?
Yeah. Yeah. Juice was explaining it.
I
He
was
had all the
standing
blood.
right there. Yeah, I was standing right
Oh,
there when it all happened.
what?
Like
Was it?
if you go back to the original clip of that happening,
Yeah.
the original clip, it starts with me. Somebody turns the camera to me and says, DZ, what's up? How you feeling? And I'm like, shit, just chilling, you know, woo, 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 woo.
Yeah.
Couple minutes later, that happens.
But why though? Wasn't it like hella Crips on there or some shit like
Go
that?
find the footage and do what you said, chop it up and put it right here, right here. Mess ain't coming for us. He's like looking for his
Yeah.
next high.
Yeah. Nah, that was some crazy shit.
Living in tent city. Like, what is he
Yeah.
thinking and stuff? You know, like I got so much
Yeah.
love for Mess. I try to hit Mess when he got out, whatever, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mess hit me. He's always kept in contact with me over the years. But over these
Yeah.
past couple years, that he's been like, whatever he's been doing, smoking crystal meth, living in Tent City, I haven't heard from him, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I try to reach out to him even through his cousin that I know that he's in contact with. And he never hit me back. I wanted to do a Messy Marv and Gucci Duffels part 2.
Oh, that would be dope. I never heard the first one. I want to hear it, so I'm gonna go try to look for it right after. I don't
Right,
know
for
why
sure.
I never peeped it, bro.
Yeah, it's good. And
Yeah.
but it's older than my newer albums with a lot of these people. So as years go on, I feel like I get better at rapping, you know?
Hell yeah. Yeah.
So maybe the newer ones are better than this one with Mess, but Mess's verses are A1. They're like some of the best verses Mess ever done.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they are,
I
bro.
gotta.
They're the last of the real Messy Marv, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
That
That
new
the messy
Messy
more that
Marv
people
where
miss.
yeah, that new Messy Marv where he freestyles and then he says it over and over and over again and
Yeah, yeah.
his new style I don't really like that.
Yeah. And you're not alone.
He's not writing. I can tell he's not writing.
Nah, he's freestyling it, trying to get that bread real quick and then just dip out.
Yeah,
Although
but
him and Showmac, they
I would have done an album with him just to do it, even if he did that. If that's what he wanted to do, I would have told him, like, Mess, man, you got to write this shit. This shit ain't sounding right. It's like, doesn't sound like the real you, you know? I would have told him
yeah,
that. And if he hadn't said, you know what I'm saying, I don't know, that he wouldn't have, I would have just had to accept it however he did it, though, you know?
yeah, yeah.
But my boy from Tacoma, right before Mess went off the deep end, my boy from Tacoma loved him, and he loved my album with Mess. And he said
Yeah.
DZ, and he was having money. He was selling perk 30s. He was just rich, you know? He didn't even
Right.
rap.
Right.
He didn't even rap. He's like, yeah, one of my buddy's little cousins raps. He was like, man, put me in touch with Mess. I want to get a whole album with Mess. I'm gonna put the little cousin on it and do it like that, you know?
Right.
And so I hooked it up, right? And this is where me and Mess kind of fell off, bro. I got Mess 15
Oh, what?
bands, right?
Yeah.
Mess is like, yo, I'm about to break you off like I always do. Fucking let's get it going. I get Mess the money. He was like, how am I gonna get it to you? I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know. You tell me. He was like, you got to get a Chase bank account. That's what I got. And I was like, all
Yeah.
right, bro, I'm gonna get a Chase bank account and hit you tomorrow. Got
Yeah.
a Chase bank account, sent him the info. Mess never sent me the money, bro. And I even things like Mess called me one time when he was in jail. And I was like, bro, why? I told him, I don't even care. But bro, why did you leave me hanging on $2,500 when you said you were gonna? When I got you 15 bands, bro, you were supposed to take 12.5 and send me 2,500. I just got you 15 bands a week before Christmas, and you left me hanging. And he
Damn.
said, DZ, I don't even remember that. And I said, you
Damn.
don't remember me hooking you up with Twan in Tacoma, and you did a whole album and you got 15 bands for it. And he said, kinda. But if you don't care, why are you bringing it up? And I was like, I do care. You owe me, and you're calling me for something right now from jail. And I was like, nah, bro, I can't send it. I'm not sending it to you. Like
Yeah.
$100 or something, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really the last time I ever heard from Mess, bro.
Damn.
Just, but
That was that. But that must have been
so I
years
said
ago.
all that
Then
to say, I said all that to say this. My boy
what's up?
Twan, the little cousin or whatever, got hooked on drugs or whatever, you know, they didn't even finish the album.
Damn.
Twan got like 15 Messy Marv verses that are written that sound good like mine, like 10 hooks.
Yeah. 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 You know what to do with it. Hey, send it to me. I'll get it off that hard drive ASAP. Yeah. This dude saying is Twan G. Is that his name?
From Tacoma, having money that was just a friend of mine. He doesn't
Damn,
even
bro.
rap. Juan
Eh,
G, that's somebody else.
you need to find that hard drive, bro, because people want to hear that. The world need to hear that shit, bro. There's so many. I'm sure there's so many Messy Marv verses I ain't even seen the day of light
I
that
had
people
a
need to
brand
drop.
new. I had a friend named Cheese Leo that went to the feds. He got out of the feds and he hit me like, bro, I don't even want to rap no more. Give me $1,000. You can have this Nipsey Hustle verse that Nip did for me when he was in Seattle. You can have this Jack verse that Jack did that I never released, and this Messy Marv verse. And I got all the
Wow.
Pro Tools and all that. I was like, come to
What?
Vitamin D Studio and drop it off. I got you. And I got those, right? And I went to go
Yeah.
put out the Messy Marv on my album called Weed Money, right? And it got flagged by iTunes and it didn't make it
Why?
onto iTunes and they pulled the whole album off iTunes because of this one Messy Marv verse. So I'm like, damn,
Really?
this is crazy. And then I'm starting to, and then I remember when I put out the Rich the Factor album that I got a mess hook on and the Juice album that I got a mess hook on. One of those on the Rich the Factor album, iTunes hit me and said my release is blocked. I hit them back and told them, could you please unblock my release? And they unblocked it. On this new shit, they didn't unblock it. They left my whole album down. It never made it onto iTunes, Apple Music. It's only on Spotify and all those other sites or whatever. And it's called Weed Money. And it got a brand new, fresh, Messy Marv verse on it But then I got to
Damn.
thinking that I got lucky and I really pressed my luck being greedy, trying to release it as Messy Marv. He doesn't release under Messy
Oh,
Marv anymore. He releases under
no.
Cash Lord Mess. And there's got to be a
Yep.
reason why he releases under a smaller name than he was before. Just think how big it would have been if it was Mozzie and Messy Marv. But Mozzie
Right.
even released it as Cash Lord Mess. So that
Yep.
makes me think, and I heard through the grapevine, Mess sold his whole Messy Marv catalog to Ghazi or Burner, and he doesn't even own the Messy Marv name anymore. He doesn't collect royalties or publishing off of none of that. He sold it for 100,000 so that somebody else could collect on it for life, and they'll probably make more than 100,000 over this lifetime. If they got it
Yeah.
situated
Yeah.
right. So then Mess couldn't even release under Messy Marv. He had to release under Cash Lord Mess, because his name got bought out.
Yeah. 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 It sounds about right, man. Because you
So I
can't.
should
I
have
haven't seen
released under
anything like that.
Cash. So if I do get this next album through my boy, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try under Cash Lord Mess
There you go.
and
That makes sense.
see if that works. Because I already tried Messy Marv on one verse and it got flagged. So something's up
Wow.
with the Messy Marv name, and it happened twice.
Yeah.
But also
That's
those
crazy.
those hooks on the Juice album and the Rich album, those are verses that Mess did for me on some of my early solo albums, and I just pulled the session back up. I picked the hottest 4 bars out of the verse. I had a brand new hook from Messy Marv with a brand new beat made behind it, the same tempo and key and feel and all that, and
Yeah.
re-brought it back for a big album to give Mess a big look and to surprise the fans like, ooh, he got something new with Messy Marv, but really it was my old shit. But if you ain't been a DZ fan
Mixed.
since day one, you would never even know. But I'm sure there's a couple hundred people that were like, yo, I heard Mess spit those same bars on DZ's fourth album, like, but
Yeah.
but but
Yeah.
also though, guys like Mess be re-rapping bars all the time anyways.
Yeah. They
So you
do.
really
Yeah.
don't know if that's new, old, or what, unless I tell you like this.
Yeah.
But that's
What
where it
about
came.
what?
That's where it came from. I never rehooked up with Mess for that album right there or the Rich album. Those were old verses that I resurrected.
Wow. Okay.
And the album with
It
Jay
still sounds
Diggs.
dope though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's dope. The album with Jay Diggs that you just popped up. Jay Diggs is my partner. He always comes to Seattle. He got a baby's mom in Seattle. He always comes out here. He always gets weed from me. We always go to the studio. We make a song. One night I had a bright idea to do a group album with him. And we sat in the car, smoked, talked, told him I want to do a group album. He said, give me X number of dollars. I said, that's too much. I was thinking more like this. And he was like, come on, let's do it. And then the next
Yeah.
day we did half the album. He went out of town for a couple of weeks, said, I'm going to hit you next time I come back. And we did the other half of the album 5 songs one time, 5 songs another time. And it was done. And he came back and we did a video. And one time we
Damn.
got all dressed and met up and ready to do another video. And my cameraman fell asleep. So we didn't get to capture that video. And fucking and then now Jay Diggs is in jail. But I met this girl through
Yeah.
the internet that does cartoon videos for Jay Diggs, and I told her since you already
Okay.
got the Jay Diggs character made, you know what I'm saying, I want to do a cartoon video with Jay Diggs to this song that we was supposed to do a video to that never happened. And Jay Diggs is locked up, and I just want to keep his name lit while he's down, you know what I'm saying, and give the fans
Yeah.
something fresh to look at. Plus, I never had a cartoon video, and I just feel like at
Yeah.
least I want one on my YouTube channel, something different.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be dope. I know, man. Shout out to Diggs, man. Hopefully he can beat that case and get out. That shit sucks, bro. With some
I
weed
mean, we
too.
did a song. We did a song. He was in Seattle 2 weeks before he got locked up. We did a song, and he gave me the whole rundown in the studio about what was up. and he had like put it off for like 3 or 4 or 5 years. And
Yeah.
when it happened, it was illegal, or it was medical, not recreational, but now it's recreational. So he was waiting until, it turned recreational, thinking it might have been more lenient. You know what I mean? His
Yeah.
baby's mom that he was out there with, that got caught in the car with him, uh, uh, accepted responsibility for whatever was in the car and took the charge. And then I guess they still charged him. And when he went back
Yeah.
4 years later, and then they just try to, you know what I'm saying, from what I heard, because I ain't talked to him direct now. Like all everything I said was directly out of his mouth. I ain't talked to him direct now, but they say he got 5, 10 years or
Yeah.
something for. But when he was in Seattle, he told me he had 3 or 4 pounds of weed and like some
Yeah.
cash. But it don't seem like you could get. There must be more to the story. You can't get 10 years for 3 or 4 pounds of weed, or maybe you can in OKC. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know either. I don't know the laws out there. I don't know anything about OKC.
I mean, damn, I ride around with 3 or 4 pounds of weed in my car all the time. I, I, I didn't know I was up against 10 years.
For real, in Seattle, I don't know if they'll give you that, man. Come on.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think they would. That's why I do it. If I was risking ten
Yeah.
years, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah. For
That
real.
feels like like
You-
you got to be like in China to get 10 years for like a couple. You might get life in China if you got 3 or 4 pounds.
Yeah. That's crazy, bro. Man, how did this one come out with T Nutty, bro? T Nutty, that's a rare individual right there.
T Nutty was on my first album. He's always been my bro. I've been to Sacramento,
Yeah.
fucking Garden Block with him, and Big Crazy Studio, and all through that motherfucking, just him and Young Bop always been just close buddies of mine. And me and T Nutty kept in contact over all the years. He was on a lot of my albums, and then we lost contact for a while just because I was so busy and I was working with
Yeah.
other artists, and I just felt like he had missed out on so many of my projects being a feature. And I've been in this kind of mode where I'm making group albums right now, and I'm just hitting
Yeah.
up all my favorite rappers to do them with.
Yeah.
Sebo and T Nutty and Juice and
Yeah.
Nessie Marv and San Quinn and just all my favorite rappers. You know what I'm saying? So T Nutty has
Yeah.
always been one of my favorites. So I just hit him one day like, let's do a group album. We're long overdue, bro. He was like, let's do it. He came to
That's
Seattle. He came to Seattle. We knocked it down in
knocked it
two
out.
nights. We knocked it down in 2 nights. He spent the night at my house for 2 nights, and it was done, bro. He came back another time, and we did a couple videos, and
That's it,
that's it, bro.
bro. But the styles are totally different, bro. You feel me? Like his shit is like he says, last of the Flohicans, bro. That boy be busting. Com, 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 I have not. No, I'm going to though.
All right, so T Nutty's flow is more mature and more updated now. It's not so fast how it used to be, you
Yeah.
know.
Okay. Okay.
So it's not what it used. He's got hella bars. Don't get me wrong, but he's not like brrrr, he's not
Yeah.
doing that on this album like
No
that.
more. No. Is it?
Maybe
Did you tell
there's
him, or is it just because he just changed his shit?
well, I mean, like I said, I was there. He was there with me the whole album, and I know that he used to write, and now he punches in
He punches in. Yeah, I
off
heard.
the top of the dome. He doesn't even
Man,
write, but there was 1 or 2 songs on the album that he wrote for. I was like, "Yo, Sebo's gonna be on this one," and he was like, "I'm
yeah.
about to write for this one." He's like, "I'm about to write for this one."
You got. How come you haven't came out with an album with Brother Lynch? That would have been dope.
I know. I hit him up. He's kind of just. I don't know. I tried to get him on a song. I tried to get him on the T Nutty album,
Oh, really?
and he kind of spun me on it. Like, I got it one song with Brother Lynch, and Brother Lynch's wife is from Seattle. And
Yeah,
I've been in contact with Brother Lynch for years, and I love Brother Lynch. I grew up listening to him, and he's great. And a group album with him would be great, but he's like he's more distant than the other guys, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Like Sebo's calls me every day. Like Rich the Factor calls me once a week. Like Al Pacino
Mm,
calls me once a
yeah.
month. Like Brother Lynch, like if I call him, he returns the call like a year later or something, you know?
He's like, yeah, I got a missed call from you a
Yeah,
year
like that
later.
literally, like, did you call? He's like, did you call? I was like, yeah, that was 8 months ago. He was like, I was
That's
working on my
crazy.
album. He was like, he literally, bro. He was like, I was working on my album. I was like, for 8 months? I was like, I
That's
just wanted to
crazy.
get you on me and T Nutty's album. Then he
Wow.
got into some politics about somebody he knows that T Nutty knows. They got into a
Yeah.
fight, and then he like I don't know. I think it was some inner Sacramento Crip politics that kept Brother Lynch from being on the album. Like
That's
T Nutty
crazy.
beat up one of his homies or something. Somebody G Mac or C Mac. I don't something like that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then I hit T Nutty. Then I hit Brother Lynch up again and was like, "Damn, man, fuck, you missed the T Nutty album. Here it is, though. Check it out." You know? He was
Yeah.
like, "All right,
Yeah.
I'll check it out." He hit me back. Was like, "It's dope." I was like, "I got a new song called Trick or Treat. I want to get you on." He was
Oh
like,
wow.
"Not a good time working on my new album." I was
Oh
like,
shit.
"Here you go again with this shit."
Hey, what I do want to ask though, this is probably the most simplest album cover you have right here, bro. The You and Marvelous group album.
Yeah, I just
Why? Why though?
just well, the concept when I came with I came with that concept, and I called the album Kings and Queens, you know. And when I did the album Marvelous, I thought of his Messy Marv and Marvelous album Bonnie and
Yeah,
Clyde.
Bonnie and Clyde. Yeah,
I
Bonnie and Clyde.
almost
Yeah.
was gonna call it Clyde and Bonnie.
Were
And Clyde is actually my real uncle.
really?
My real uncle from North Carolina, Clyde Barrow. My
Wow.
middle name is Barrow. My mom's last name's Barrow. Clyde's my great uncle. It's her uncle and my great uncle.
Damn.
Her dad and Clyde are brothers.
Wow.
Clyde
This.
William Barrow, and my grandpa's name is William Clyde Barrow or some shit. I don't know, but he's my family. But when I did the album I thought of that album, and I was gonna call it Clyde and Bonnie, and then just decided to call it Kings and Queens
Kings and
because I'm
Queens.
a king and
Yeah.
she's a queen.
Yeah.
Marva Jean the queen, and she's a queen in this shit, and she was on my first album, and I had missed her on a lot of albums, and just felt like we were long overdue, and just hit her
For
like, "Yo,
real.
we should do a group album," and then she hit me back like, "I'm about to be in Seattle in like 3 weeks for this so and so, so and so. I ain't been there in 10 years, but I'm gonna be there." I was like, "We're gonna do it that weekend, Marv. Just get with me, you know."
Yeah. Yeah.
She came through. Somebody dropped her off. We knocked it out in 2 days. 5 songs one day, 5 songs another day. She
That's crazy,
slaughtered
bro.
it.
You're definitely a worker.
Yeah, she slaughtered it too, bro.
Hell yeah. She's a beast, bro.
Yeah, I'm just saying, she like how Drew Down did impressive raps. She did impressive raps too. She impressed me how she came and did it. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. That's
she wasn't
dope.
fucking around. She wasn't fucking around.
Hell no.
Juice
She's.
Juice came to do the album 2 nights. Flew in from Minnesota, got a hotel,
Yeah.
did it in 2 nights. I had sent him half the beats up front though. Juice came
Yeah.
with his shit written on paper already.
Already.
Like eight of them, like 8 hooks, 8 verses, like 5 hooks, 8 verses. Then we just had to do like 2 on the spot right there, you know.
Damn, that's dope.
Rich the Factor, we got 5. I got 5 albums with Rich the Factor from Kansas City. He be coming and we be doing them bitches in one night.
Wow.
Sebo, the album with Sebo happened in a couple nights. The shit with San Quinn happened in a couple nights. The shit with Young Bossy
Damn.
happened in a couple nights. Jay Diggs
Yeah,
happened
you
in
just
a, the shit with Al Pacino, we just sent it back and forth.
yeah.
I just hit Amp one day, like
Man,
let's do a group album. He was like, let's do it. We just in 1 week we
man,
just shot it back and forth, shot it back and forth.
that's dope.
Yeah, he
Yeah, I mean the
gassed it.
artwork Shimp is doing. Hey, Shimp is doing you right though, man, with artwork though.
Yeah, Joe Blow, I
You
just
and
hit
Joe Blow.
Joe Blow just hit me like out of nowhere. And I was mad at Joe Blow because last time I seen him, he did a verse for me, and then he took that same verse and put it on the One Mob album.
Oh fuck.
Something about Iggy is Zelda. A verse that he put on me and Young Bossy's album, he used that same verse and put it on One Mob. When he did it, I called him up, just was like, why'd you do that? You know,
Yeah.
just I don't, we didn't have a huge falling out or nothing. I just was like had a bad taste in my mouth like after he did that, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Recycling verses, man. I mean, I get it why they do it, but man, it's not a good look. Especially, especially if you drop bread for it too. You feel me?
Go for like $800.
Damn.
Three verses, a hook, and a video for 800, and that's what he threw back in my face when I said it. He was like, "Look at all I did for 800. We did like 5 songs and a video and kicked it all weekend."
So what?
I was like, "Damn, don't do me like that, bro." I just think he was
Yeah,
high.
for real.
I just think he was high. They were in the studio. They were putting it together. They were like, Joe Blow, you're up. What you got? He just had it in his phone and
Yeah,
forgot he did it for me, I think, bro.
man. Still though, that's not good business. But
Like a different group of names, you
yeah,
know? But he just hit me like a couple years ago, random, like something. And I hit him back like, what? Who's this?
yeah,
And he was like, it's Joe Blow. And he was like, damn, who's this? And I was like,
yeah,
DZ. And he was like, "Oh, I didn't even know it was you. I was trying to like get a hold of my artwork man. He lives in Seattle now or something, right?" And I was like,
yeah,
"Huh?"
yeah,
I was like, "Huh? How you get my number mixed up with his and I ain't talked to
yeah.
you for 10 years, right?" So he was like,
Yeah.
"Anyways, what's going on and all this extra shit." I was just in group album mode still. I told him, "Hey, we should do
Hey,
a
man,
group."
nah.
I just told him we should do a group album, like, and we just knocked it out, sent it back and forth. I think he was living in Vegas at the time or Houston, and he just kept sending it back and forth, and we got it done hella quick. And every time I do albums like that we knock out in 1 or 2 nights, I always go back in and fill it in with some features and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
like somebody will pop up in Seattle, and what you working on, DZ, and boom, we go to the studio and do a verse on that or something, you know?
Yeah, yeah. That's dope, man.
I just been putting shit together
Yeah,
for hella long, bro.
yeah. I can tell, man. You 50 albums deep. That's incredible.
Yeah, I think it's like 58 albums. It'll be 60 soon.
Damn, bro.
I got a new group album coming out with Domino. I've been fucking with Domino a bunch.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, remember old school sweet
Yeah,
potato pie ghetto jam Domino?
yeah, yeah.
Yep, I got an
Oh,
album coming out with Domino called Magic. He sings every hook, does 10 verses, and the shit when we was doing it, I was just telling bro like this shit is some magic. It got a different feel
man.
because Domino has a different feel than all these other rappers that I work with. He's like a melodic kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
The album has a whole different feel than these other ones. And it's dope. There's like only maybe like one feature, Sibo, because he came through the studio one night. He put a verse on it. We just sent it back and forth. Domino got his own studio at the crib. He ain't even been doing music
yeah.
like that for 20 years, you know?
I haven't heard of him. Nah, I haven't heard anything new from him at all.
That's what I'm saying. Putting this out is like putting out something. I don't know. I'm just putting a lot of shit together that isn't even getting put together like on its own. You know?
is are you still messing with Ghazi for the push or not?
Nah,
Empire?
me and Ghazi fell off years ago before he even blew up.
What?
One time, Rich the Factor came to Seattle. Or first of all, Ghazi he started Empire. I get a
Yeah,
check one time. I'm like, Empire, what's this? Call up Ghazi. I'm like, Ghazi, what's up? He's like, what's up? I was like, I got a check from Empire. What's that? I was like, all the other ones
yeah,
came from Ingrooves. He was like, that's my new
yeah,
label that I started up. I transferred over all the artists that I ever signed to Ingrooves to Empire.
yeah.
I was like, you
Okay.
never asked me, you never sent me any paperwork, you never did any of
Yeah,
that. And he was like, my
yeah.
bad, I'll send it to you. Sent it to me, signed up. It was an 85-15 split. Started uploading albums. At that time, I wasn't punching them in myself. He had Hannah,
Uh,
I think her name
yeah.
was. Hannah was punching them in. She was spelling yuck mouth with a C, like CK, like, just doing hella shit that
What
was
the?
making me upset, right?
Yeah,
Mind you, it was just getting going, starting. I
yeah.
think I put out like by the time Empire was around, I was on like 7, 8, or 9, 10 albums. Had over there on Empire. Rich the Factor comes to Seattle. He's on Empire. He's like, yeah, bro, I keep getting the same check over and over from Ghazi for $327. I was like, I
What?
was like, what? I was like, that's crazy. My check this time was for 327. And my check last time was for 327.
Nothing's changing.
Right? I was like, plus Rich, you're bigger than me, bro. Your check should be more than 327. You know?
Yeah,
And then like he called Ghazi. Ghazi called me. Like, why you tell Rich? I was like, Rich came to me, bro. All I told him was that something was up if my check was the same as his and we both kept getting 327. Plus, I don't like that shit with Hannah misspelling everybody's name. And also, I don't like how I got to keep calling you saying, what's up with my money? What did I make any money this month? You got to reform this
yeah,
system, you know?
yeah, yeah,
Now I'm sure he's reformed it and it's probably
yeah,
set up like DistroKid, TuneCore, where you plug it all in yourself. You can see your money up there. I'm pretty sure he's got it set up like that by now. I'm almost positive. But
yeah,
I told Ghazi one day I'm about to check out this shit called TuneCore for my next
yeah,
album. Because Ghazi's like,
yeah.
when's your 11th album coming out? I'm gonna do some promo for it. I was like, it's coming out soon, bro, but I'm about to put it out through TuneCore. I heard of this shit
Yeah,
called TuneCore. He's like, why? I was like, just to see if I make more money and you could plug it in yourself and I don't want to have to
yeah,
worry about shit being misspelled but keep my 9 or 10
yeah,
albums over there. I'm just putting in this one just to see. He was like, you could do that. It's a non-exclusive deal. I was like, I know I can, Ghazi. What? He was like, you know what? Matter of fact, just go with TuneCore. I'm taking all your albums off Empire. I said, what?
what?
I said, why, bro? He was like, don't even worry about it. Tomorrow, when you check, all your shit will be off every platform. He was like, have a nice life and good luck with TuneCore, right? This was my boy,
Wow.
too. I used to, since me and Corrupt met him that day in San Mateo at a studio and did a verse for $3,500 for Furious or whoever the fuck was over there. After that, I used to fly to San Francisco. I used to go to Ghazi's house in the avenues and he used to have a little studio over there. I used to record over there. I used to get mixing done. I used to get mastering
Yeah.
done. Like I brought Mr. Fab. He never knew Mr. Fab. I brought Ryder J. Clyde. He never knew Ryder J. Clyde. I introduced him to Messy Marv. He was already doing shit with Juice. But Ghazi was my boy though. You know, I used to fly from Seattle straight to San Francisco, get a rent a car, and pull up to Ghazi's house, and
Wow.
you couldn't smoke in there, but I'd be out there smoking all the time in the hallway and outside, and he was my boy. But yeah, bro,
Yeah.
Ghazi
That
took off
sucks, man. That sucks.
the forefront, and I may be bigger than I am today, and I may have millions off rap, or I may not. He may have not
Yeah.
treated me like how he treats Filthy Rich or Mozzie or Moneybag Yo, or
Yeah.
Ghazi's got money where he could give them upfront money now. He could put money
Yeah.
behind he could put money behind them to promote them. He wasn't doing shit like that when I was on Empire, you know?
Yeah. 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 You were
But
like a
he would
right
do
when it first kicked off.
but he would do that if you were Messy Marv.
Yeah.
Or if you were corrupt. Like when it was first
Yeah.
going, he would still do it. So he would treat people different. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody the same.
Yeah.
So I don't know if my treatment would be the same as Filthy Riches and Mozzies and all them. Maybe I'd still just be right where I'm at right now with less money, because when I joined TuneCore, I started making way more money, bro. It was crazy.
Really?
Like Ghazi was in my pocket, or like I don't even know what the fuck.
Wow.
But I
Yeah.
like
Two chord.
I've been making a ton of music money that I've never made from TuneCore, bro.
That's crazy.
Yep. Right
What? Do
now
you
they
ever?
got my
Do you
whole
ever?
account on freeze. For I did a mixtape 13 years ago in 2013 with my buddy Swag. Swag went to the feds. I had all the songs. He kept saying this is a mixtape when we were doing it. I didn't know what he meant. I just took the songs and released them. I just took the songs and
Yeah.
released them. TuneCore just hit me and said they're in a lawsuit over one of my songs. It's a J. Cole beat with Universal Music
Oh,
Group. We're being sued or something. Like they took my whole album down. My
wow.
whole account's on freeze. I can't release any new music. I can't withdraw any of my money. Like I don't even.
Damn.
It's already been 60 days. I'm waiting 90 days to see what's up. And I might
You
have
gotta.
to
You gotta go get a lawyer up. You gotta get a lawyer up, man.
something. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see
Go hit
what's
him up
up.
and be like, man, you better pay me out ASAP.
Something gotta happen so I can get back on track. Or
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a new distribution deal with somebody new.
Just hit up Ghazi again. Be like, hey, bro, let's reunite.
I have. He's never responded.
Damn, man, I'm
He
sorry.
got
That
the same
sucks, bro.
he got the same number and everything. He's never responded, bro. Like I can't imagine
That's crazy.
he can't be that hurt or upset for this long over whatever happened.
Nah, I don't. I mean, Hey, I don't know. I can't speak for him, but
That's what
I
I'm
wouldn't
saying.
let
It's
that shit go
crazy
that
for him
long.
to be upset for this long over whatever it was. I think he is, bro. Because why wouldn't he welcome me back with open arms? I'm bigger than I ever been with 50 albums. I'm proud of him. He should be
Yeah,
proud of me.
yeah, for real.
He should be hitting me up
Reciprocate that
like, D,
love.
look, all them little events that he be having. I feel like if I was with
Yeah,
Empire, I would be at all those events, standing right next to him and Rick Ross or whoever he had there. He would have opened
yeah,
up my network to a bigger network, you know?
hell yeah, yeah, hell yeah.
That's what he would have done. If he didn't put money up or give me an advance, he would at least say, DZ, we're having a Super Bowl party in the Bay. Empire, you're on Empire. Come through. You're all access. Meet whoever you want. Do whatever you want. You're my little brother. He would have done that.
Damn.
He would have at least done that, and I would have been brushing elbows with bigger guys. But maybe the sacrifice
Yeah.
would have been less money my whole career. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Who knows?
Because it
I
was an
don't know.
85-15
That's crazy.
split. It was an 85-15 split, and now I'm keeping 100%. Maybe that
Yeah.
15% really mattered, but when I really got into talking to Ghazi about it and like pressing him about it, question wise, like
Yeah.
not like physically, like he kept saying iTunes takes 60% or 40% straight out of the gate, and then me and you split 1585 after they take their 40 or 60%. That's what he kept saying. You know,
Yeah.
who
Kind of
knows?
weird.
Who knows how this shit really breaks down? You know,
I think people are still trying to understand it.
I think they are too, and then a lot of people don't like it.
Yeah. No one likes it. It's back in the days like when you were selling CDs and selling merch and all that shit. That was straight cash in your pocket. You feel me?
Scarface
Until the
told
streaming shit.
Scarface said he ain't even doing another album because of this, the way it is.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of artists that feel the same way, bro.
He said he
But
gave an interview. He was like, "Man, I remember when you used to have to buy a beat for $10,000,
yeah,
and you had to buy them motherfuckers to make an album, and you spent $100 grand just on beats."
that's
He was like,
crazy.
"Now you could just get a beat for." He was like, "Now you could just get a beat for free, make a song, and put it out tomorrow and stuff." He was like, "The value of the music
It's
nowadays
gone.
isn't what it used to be." You know.
Yeah, yeah,
Like there's
that's
not as
true.
much everything's like to come out and be like big like it used to be like you used to have to put in that work. Now you could just come out on
Yeah,
the internet, like make a hit in your
just drop
bedroom.
it.
Yeah, just drop it. He doesn't like that.
You don't even you don't even you don't even have to mix things no more, bro. You
Yeah.
notice that? You don't even have to master shit no more. You just right after add a little tune or something to your shit, little vocals, and then just drop it.
Yeah,
People don't know the
people
difference.
don't care. I don't think people care like that about mixing and mastering. I always did though.
No,
I always
yeah,
cared about the sound quality.
yeah, yeah. It sucks, man. What the way the music's gone, but you know what? I kept hearing I forget who it was talking about it, but they were saying just get the music out there as quick as possible, and then if the song hits, then go back and remix it and master it, and then let
Right.
people because you know what I'm saying. Like there's a lot
That
of
makes
different
sense.
strategies
That
that people
makes
are doing.
sense. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, but
I'm working with
I don't
I'm
know.
working with a bomb ass producer, engineer that this like a one stop shop. He makes all my beats now, and he
Yeah,
records me and he mixes me. And his name's Vitamin D, and he's from Seattle, and
okay,
he's a legend, man. You know that 50 Cent big power.
yeah,
They got the intro, big lights in the city. He made
mm-hmm.
that.
Really,
Yeah, he made that. So
damn,
he got some big credentials. He's like best friends with Battle Cat, best friends with Pete Rock, like all kinds of shit. He's somebody, you know? And he's been in the Seattle
yeah,
scene doing this shit for 10 years longer than me.
dang,
He raps, he's a DJ, he got his own studio. I've been fucking with Vitamin D now for over 15 years.
that's crazy, bro.
And I used to get
This
beats
dude
from
on the
I used to get beats from different producers and stuff, but now I just like to get them
yeah,
all from Vitamin D all the way down the board. So they just kind of because
yeah,
his beats sound sonically and acoustically tighter and more calibrated than anybody's beats I've ever heard, bro.
really.
Yeah, like
I gotta peep him.
and when they begin mixed, when you mix his beats versus another person's beats, his beats sound better, bro, on the album. Like it's weird.
I see you worked with hella people though, like Cosmo with Burners, man. Cosmo,
Yeah, I got beats from
bunch of
Cosmo.
artists, bro.
I got beats from
Yeah.
Cosmo. I got beats from the guy that used to be a legend out of the Bay, Sean T.
Yep.
I got beats from Funk Daddy
Okay.
that used
What
to do
about
shit with
Prozac?
E40. Funk Daddy, he was on E40's album. I got beats
Yeah.
from Vitamin D. I got beats from West Coast Stone from Watts, California. I got beats
What
from.
about Diamond D and Funk Daddy was two of my favorite. What about was One Drop Scott and Tone Capone?
I never had a beat from neither one of them guys. I had beats from Cuddy. I had a beats from this guy named Cuddy Fresh, and he blew up. He was in like a beat conglomerate thing called The Business. And Lil Wayne
What?
was getting beats from The Business, and in the beginning of the beats, it would be like the business, the business, the business, like a tag,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And Lil
Yeah,
Wayne and them
yeah.
guys was rapping over dudes' beats, and he's from Seattle, and he was making big beats. He's super dope, Cuddy Fresh.
Let, let me ask you a question though, DZ. Out of all the albums that you put out, which one you gotta have your favorite album, bro? Like to this day, like you still bring up, like, man, I'm reminiscing. I love this song right here. Like, what is that album? You gotta have your favorite.
I don't know. I go to the studio every night. I treat this shit like a job. So I always got a new song. I'm never listening to those old albums that you're showing on
Hmm.
the screen. I'm never listening to those. Those are albums that I did and they're in my rear view. They're in the past. I don't listen to those songs. I listen to the new one that I just made
The new
last night
shit.
and shit like that. And the one that I'm getting ready
Okay.
to go make tonight type deal. But if I had to say like one of my favorites, one of my all-time
Yeah.
favorites is the Messy Marv album,
Really?
and
I'm gonna have to play it, man.
one of my all-time favorites is it got to be one of my albums with Rich the Factor. I got five, but at least one of those is one of my all-time favorites because I love Rich, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And this one with
Man, I'm gonna have to peep it.
and this one with Domino is one of my favorites, and this one with Yuck Mouth that I just did is one of my favorites too.
I can't wait for that shit to drop, bro.
And Yuck Mouth's like another one it feels like we ain't heard from in a minute with like a brand new full length album where he's really just gassing. And this is some shit where he's really just gassing, bro. Like,
I mean, Yuck is just a he's just a permanent gasser, bro.
yeah,
Everything he
he's a
drops is hot, bro.
lyricist. He's a lyricist
Yeah.
and he's underrated too, but he got bars.
But let me ask you a question. Do you like the old Yuck or the new Yuck?
The Yuck that's on my album is the Yuck that I've always known. This got to be some
Yeah.
of his
Good,
best
good. Hey,
verses.
good answer. Good answer.
This is some of his best verses, but I told Yuck he gotta be the new and the old Yuck. Like
Yeah,
he gotta
yeah.
do the Looney's voice like Mr. Weed Man, Mr. Weed Man. Like
Yeah, yeah,
you gotta like
yeah,
go
yeah.
so he did all that, you know?
That's crazy. Yeah.
And he's really gassing,
This
bro. He
oh
came and
yeah, he's a
he did a couple
PK
songs
what?
he came to Seattle for some shit called the West Coast Music Awards thrown by a guy named
Yeah,
Octavius. He
yeah.
came, he hosted it. I picked him up from there. We went straight to Vitamin D's. He was drunk. We did we did we did this new single with that I put Richie Rich and Domino on called Scandalous. He dropped his verse that night. The next day we woke up and we went to the studio or we went and shot a video called Loyalty off the album.
That's crazy.
Then he came back and me and Yuck did a show in Everett, Washington, with Sugar Free, Too Short, Petey Pablo, Trillville. Who else was there? Dub C. Uh, Pretty much, I think that's it. But me and Yuck did a show out there. I performed and he performed under the Looney's name. And then the next day, we did a video with Sibo uh, at this gas station I'm at right now.
Damn.
So me and Yuck already got two videos off the album.
What do you think about the videos nowadays, man? I mean, do you need videos nowadays to drop with the music, huh?
Yeah, you do. You need
You can't just drop an
singles.
album.
Nah,
Yeah,
you need singles and you need videos for just to do anything, bro. Because I think there's like, people always talk about the algorithm.
yeah,
You got to get your algorithm going by Joe Blow's algorithm. Like, I'm trying to get in
yeah,
everybody's algorithm, you know?
yeah, yeah. For real. Man, that makes sense though. That definitely
Just to
makes
get a
sense.
little more recognition. Like, I've been doing songs with all these people for years, but it feels like that the group album gets more recognition than a feature. Like
Yep.
DZ feature and Rich the Factor. I've had Rich the Factor on all my albums, but it felt like it never
Yeah.
resonated until I had a DZ and Rich the Factor album, you know?
Album. Yep.
The
Yeah.
album resonates so much more because when it comes out as a group album and both you guys are the main artist, it comes out on
Yeah.
my channel and it comes out on his channel. So like I'm getting like a ton of viewers and listeners
Ton
and
of views.
downloads and streams from Rich's fan base, from Sebo's fan
Yeah.
base, from Joe Blows, from Drew Downs. Like I'm on everybody's like all our favorite rappers like page right now type deal, you know? And I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
staying
Yeah. I
on
noticed
there.
that.
I'm gonna keep staying on there. So I don't know. Maybe eventually this shit catches fire. If not, I don't care. I don't do this shit for anybody but myself, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just do this shit for the love of the game. I got a passion for music. I grew up listening to great music. Moms and pops always played Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston and the Temptations and the Jackson Five and Neil
Yeah.
like the Beatles and just
Yeah. The good old
any
days.
Diana Ross and just all the greats. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I just came up Luther Vandross, all the greats you could ever think of. I grew up listening to them. And then I grew up
Yeah.
listening to all the greats because I'm born in 1982. And by 1988, 1889, I'm listening to the first NWA tape type deal, you know?
Hmm.
So I grew
Yeah.
up on
Yeah.
all the greats. I grew up on Dr. Dre and Ice Cube and Easy E and Ice T and just, you know what I'm saying, all the greats, bro, that to ever do this shit. Tupac, Snoop Dogg, Too Short, E40, just all the greats, bro. So I think that really heavily influenced like just how articulate I am with this music shit, you know, because I just grew
Yeah.
up listening and then grew up listening to a bunch of greats and then I'm in the lab making music with all the greats, you know? So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I gotta be great, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm always like trying to be as great as the guy I'm working with, and everybody I'm working with is
For
great.
real. For real.
Feels like maybe
Nah,
if
man.
Tupac was alive, I would have had a song with Tupac because I got songs with like so many people like around him that were fucking with him, like Richie Rich and Spice One and Badass
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Sebo and the Outlaws and you know what I'm saying, just
Hmm.
different
Yeah.
people. That feels like maybe I would have had a song with Pac or something. I don't know.
That would be dope, man. That would have been dope.
Shit, just so much
Only
shit.
imagine though.
So much shit. Just like how am I so I don't know, bro. Is it luck or is it God? Like, how do I just get teamed up with all these different people so organically? Like, you know what I'm saying? Corrupts my brother, Sebo's my brother, Rich the Factor's my
Yeah.
brother, Be Legit's my brother. Like, all these are organic relationships, not built on very much money and stuff, you know, more
That's true.
like just a little bit of money and like weed and just like being a good person, you know, and doing good
That's it.
business and making good music and just having a good heart, you know what I mean, and a good head on my shoulders. And I think like
Yeah.
me coming up with the older cats, they just recognize that, and I was just always little brother status, you know.
Yeah, and then you can't forget the fact that you're hustling work ethic, bro. That's the other thing too. You got
For
to be able to
sure.
go and
Guys
want to get
recognize
that
that
done.
all the time. Be Legit tells everybody I'm the biggest rapper from Seattle. He be in
Yeah,
debates and arguments with other Seattle rappers on the other side of Seattle 45 minutes telling people, man, DZ's the biggest rapper from Seattle. Look at all he's done. You know what I'm saying? There's
yeah,
DZ and there's Sir Mix-a-Lot and there's Macklemore, like when you think about
yeah,
Seattle, you know?
yeah. There's this cat on the comments. He asking if did you do a song with Mac Dre?
I did a few songs with Mac Dre. Mac Dre came through
Yeah.
Seattle. I hooked Mac Dre up with my boy Mike Dub. There's still a Mac Dre unreleased verse floating around that I got access to, but I just never capitalized off of. But Mac Dre came through Seattle and fucked with us one night, and then I got a hook and a verse, and my boy got
Yeah.
a verse.
Man.
And I took the verse, or maybe I took the hook and I sold the hook. And it's the same verse that Juice stole too, like I said.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
You
Juice.
think he actually stole it, or he just said, "Oh fuck it, I found it. I'm gonna use it."
Either way, I really didn't give a fuck, you know?
Yeah, for
But
sure.
he took me off the song though. That hurt.
Oh man,
So he did
that
steal it. What do you
sucks.
mean? He took me off the song and
He
put
took you.
himself on the song. It was me and Ryder J. Clyde and Mac
Oh,
Dre. And then now it's Ryder J. Clyde, Juice, and Mac Dre.
oh man,
And he did that
that's
same
crazy.
and he did that same shit with a song called Never Had a Friend Like Me, and put it on his
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
bass rock music album. It was me and Mess
Man,
and Drew Down. We recorded the song at the grill on my birthday. I had brought Mess a $3,500 jug. Since it was my
damn.
birthday, Mess turned around and paid Drew Down to do a hook on a song that me and Mess were doing, all for my birthday. Mess did it for free. He paid Drew Down to get on it. We did the song. Years later, Juice was like, he want to take one of my verses off and put a verse on there and use it on his album because it's one of his favorite songs or something, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But like
Well,
I
hey,
said,
babe,
Juice is my boy, man.
huh?
Juice is my
Yeah,
boy.
for real, bro.
We got a
They
lot of
talk about
history.
juice. Hell yeah. And I'm I'm gonna have to end it in a minute because where we at? We're at like almost an hour and a half, bro. And
Yeah, let's end it, bro. It's
I
all
gotta.
good.
No, it's all good. No, I want. What about? Remember,
I'm not a
I was.
professional. I'm not like this is probably like my 10th interview, bro. I'm not a professional interviewer, so I don't know if I talk too
No, you
much
good.
or talk too little. You know?
No, you perfect, bro. I
Uh,
think it's dope, man. Because you know what, the DZ, a lot of these stories, not a lot of people know about them. You feel me? Like the background of all these albums, the
and they're
history.
all
Like,
real and they're all real stories. And anybody I mentioned
yeah,
remembers these moments. You know?
yeah, yeah. And
Like if
then, like I
Mess
like
ever
I said
seen
before,
if Mess ever seen this, or Be Legit ever seen
yeah,
this. I mean, Spice One used to come to Seattle back in the day when I first started rapping, and he would sleep at he spent the night for like 2 weeks one time in Seattle over the summertime, and was just going everywhere with me playing video games in my mom's basement, like before I even had my first
man,
apartment type shit, you know?
man, that's crazy, bro.
And
But
Spice
that's what I'm
One was
saying.
one of
People
my
need,
all-time favorite rappers. Like, come on, bro.
yeah, yeah,
These are crazy stories. I'm just,
for real, bro.
I'm just a
We,
little old white boy from Seattle, you know? How did I do it? You know?
yeah, yeah, yeah. The hustle and grind, baby. That's what it is. Real recognize real.
I'm relentless, man, and I'm a real guy. You know that I don't try
Yeah,
to fake and be anything that I'm not, you know?
yeah, yeah. And that's dope, man. That's what's dope about you, bro. Truthfully, once we get off this, I'm gonna start knocking that album that you was telling me about with Mess because I want to hear it.
Yeah, check it out. It's all good. So
Hell
where's
yeah,
this
bro.
interview gonna be at?
On YouTube. But what's gonna happen is I can download it and then I'm gonna chop it up and I'm gonna put it on YouTube with shorts. I'm gonna
Yeah.
do it on
Yep.
TikTok. on IG. I'm gonna throw it everywhere, bro, and I'm gonna tag you, and you can go crazy with it. I'll send you the
Yep.
clips.
Yep.
I'll actually send you the interviews I did with with Work Dirty and Turf Talking and Ad Capone and King Saddle too. I just knocked those out too,
All right.
just so you can peep them and shit. You feel me? So I'm working, bro. I'm gonna try to. 2026 is a brand new year, and I'm loving it so far. So I'm what I'm saying. I'm gonna try to get that DZ hustle. You feel me?
Come on, man. Get on it.
For
Get
real.
on it, man.
You already know. You already know. The way I hit you too. I was like, DZ, what's up? Let's get it. Come on, let's connect. You hit me back, bro. And that's all it takes. You feel me?
Come on, man.
Closed mouths don't get fed. Feel me?
Hey, I was ready as soon as you hit me, man. I'm down to earth. I'm still within reach, you know?
I know. Hey, that's facts, bro. And I appreciate you for that.
Appreciate you, Big Lex, man. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. For sure.
Tap
All right,
in.
for real.